Hello and welcome to a new episode of the Sustainable Toy Podcast, already in Season 2. I'm Malte, your Sustainable Toy Guy, and this is the Sustainable Toy Podcast. Here we are talking about bringing sustainability into play. This podcast is different from most formats though, because we only have 15 minutes on the dot. I have a set of questions prepared for my guest today. If we run out of questions, well, we improvise. And if we run out of time, we run out of time. Either way, we have a hard stop at 15 minutes. Again, I'm Malte, your Sustainable Toy Guy, and this is the Sustainable Toy Podcast. Today, I'm welcoming Attila Magyar. He is the co-founder and managing director of Mamukko Ltd, an award-winning circular design studio based in Kinsale, Ireland. Although Attila is not in the toy space, I decided to invite him to the podcast because I think the toy industry can learn a lot from him, especially in terms of transitioning from sustainability towards circularity. Attila comes from 5 generations of leatherworking tradition. Together with his wife Nora, they specialize in upcycling high-value reclaimed materials such as sails, life rafts, aircraft leather, and upholstery offcuts into limited edition bags and accessories. Since founding Mamukko in 2011, Attila has become a leading voice in Irish sustainable design, with the brand earning 14 national awards and features in the New York Times, Forbes magazine, and Stern magazine in German. His work blends heritage craftsmanship with modern circular economy thinking, showing how design can reduce waste while telling powerful material stories. Attila, it's a true honor, and I'm really happy to welcome you to the podcast today. How are you doing, my friend?
Malte, it's my pleasure. I appreciate the invitation. Yeah, thanks for the long intro, and I'm very, very excited to chat about my favorite topic, circular design, sustainability, and all the passion which is around this, and the challenges and the opportunities of this. And well done for picking this up, and we can jump this in straight. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, it's my pleasure. I'm really excited for that. And I know this is a little bit different than the typical guest because you are not quite in the toy industry, but we still decided this is going to be a great fit because you have so much experience when it comes to circularity. Tell our audience, tell our listeners, how did you get started with the business? It's a family business in the 5th generation, right?
Indeed. Indirectly, we are not in the same sector. So what happened in 2011 with my brother, we were both unemployed and we sat down and we had a conversation and thinking what we should do. And we decided to carry on with the family tradition, which is leathercraft. But we are both conscious people. We are both responsible people when we wanted to continue the leathercraft, but to use other materials. Non materials like sails and other. We were experimenting with many and it's a long journey. So the main thing is to follow the family tradition, but to use other materials which are out there, which are already used, and give this a new lease of life, and to reuse them to give these materials value. And this was in 2011 in Ireland, back in 2011. Yes.
Right on. And then how was the business before that? So before you started using those upcycled materials or upcycled supplies for your products, what have you used before that?
So we started 2011. So right away, when we started, the plan was to do. We are in a location where there's many boats, so we wanted to do boat covers and various things as well. But that just took a couple of months. So when we started, so the family goes back 5th generation, but this business in Ireland was our first business that we started together. So our parents, great-grandparents were leather workers, shoemakers. So they used the traditional leather for their products. But since we started here, we wanted to use other materials. So we set up the business and we started to use new materials. Like we were experimenting with PVC, canvas, blinds, air buckles, seatbelt buckles, various things. And then we narrowed the materials down to sails. We are known to the company who upcycles sails, natural rubber life raft. We are pioneering the natural rubber life raft upcycling in the whole. Natural rubber is a beautiful material. It can be stitched. It's very strong. We also use airplane seat leather, airplane seat buckles, And the brand is the combination of these materials. So the foundation is the leathercraft. The skills are traditional leathercraft, but the materials give the brand. I say this is like a new genre. We created our own genre, combining these materials together.
Yeah. Yeah, no, and I love that what you were saying, because I think you already hit it the nail on the head when it comes to circularity, right? Like, I often see approaches towards circularity not quite really working out because they have a product idea and then looking for a specific material. But if I understand you guys correctly, you looked into what is available in the location where we at, right? And then it kind of naturally felt on sales and using that material to make the accessories you guys are famous for.
Thank you. Yeah, our concept and business model is bottom up, from our soul to products. So yeah, we are always inspired by materials. We always get inspired about materials we source. Our business model is not traditional. And of course, it's a financial. It has to be a financial success, and it's based on sales, which is crucial. But the most important is to source these new, very special materials, high value. I call it high value circularity, because these materials are all high performance materials. They were designed to last in their original life, but for some reason they have a lifespan, or for sometimes they are just decommissioned, but they are still we are still possible to reuse them. Originally, when we started, the concept was just, but it was an internal instinct just to reuse the materials. Ireland was a bit behind back then in 2011, but we just kept going naturally. We think things grew, things changed, but of course, it all starts for us with the material, and then it comes the design. We experimented a lot how these materials can be combined, how they can be stitched. We still, up to this date, we refuse certain materials which are not standard values. The products need to last. Very important part of a pillar of circularity, that the product needs to last, not to be replaced for a certain, for a period of time. So we work around these values, around these model pillars.
Yeah, and that's a great point you brought up when it comes to circularity, right? The products have to last, right? They have to be durable. You don't want to have the situation where you have to throw them away, just right after you bought them. But then the other part is like, what happens with the products at end of life? Do you guys have that incorporated in your product design as well? Like, when the accessory, like the bags and all of that, do break or become end of life, is there a way for the customer to bring them back to you?
Okay. At this stage, we have a business model that incorporates free repair. We still have products that we made. We still see products which were made 10, 11, 12 years ago. They still work. In case there's a problem, we repair them. At this stage, the Mamukko products, they're not modular. They are modular in a way, but modular in a traditional way. So they cannot be, because of the nature of the materials, they cannot be disassembled. They cannot be, some parts, of course, zips and regular parts can be replaced. But when a product reaches an end of life, that's naturally, it just happens. We are not in a position, they are not compostable, or we are not at that level. We use materials that have a certain lifespan. People can, with wear, they can extend the life of the product, with wear. But as I say, there's no zero waste and nothing lasts forever. But we encourage people, to ask them to repair the products, to wear them carefully, and to mind them, and the products last as long as possible.
Yeah, it's Patagonia, and I'm not quite sure if they actually still do that, but they always had this lifelong guarantee on their product as well, right? If your zipper breaks, and now one of our backpacks sent them back, that's really honorable. You guys do that. Pivot a little bit to how you're getting your supplies. So you work with companies, where you get the sales from, the airplane leathers and all of that stuff. Tell us a little bit about how your suppliers oftentimes actually find you.
In the beginning, it was a bit different. As I said, we were a bit innovative in the sector. And we just in the beginning, we just went out. We called companies. We are here. We would love to reuse existing materials. Please donate us your sale. We approached sailing clubs, sail clubs, and truck tarpaulin companies. And in the beginning, there was a stage where we had 12 different materials. Logistics wise, that proved to be too many, so we scaled back. As we went along, we also became a part of certain networks where they did matchmaking. Let's say some companies had materials that it was their offcuts or remnants, and they were trying to find companies that reuse them. So we made certain we access certain materials via these networks. But now we have our connections. Now companies are aware that Mamukko is a company who recycles certain materials, mainly marine-related materials like the sails and the life raft. The life raft company, the life raft use was an interesting story. Here in 2013, a Dutch tall ship sank, and all the people were rescued, and they used the life rafts to rescue the people. So I was mad to get the sails from the tall ship, also the life rafts as well, because I knew it was a great example to showcase what we use. We use sails to make things from the sails to make bags from the sails, or life rafts, the bags from life rafts. So now we have our network, people and businesses with them. We also now establish relationships with let's say, with Avalon, an Irish leading aviation leasing company. When they do an exterior refurbishment, they take off their leather, they strip off the leather, they donate us, or they give us the leather, and we make products from them, and they buy back the product as well as a corporate gift. It's a nice business model, and it works excellent.
Yeah. We're already approaching the last 4 minutes of the podcast. I know time goes, time flies here. 50 minutes is not very long, but I want to pivot towards the customer side, right? Kind of like where it comes from and where it's probably going to be going. So the first question on that is, how has the perception of circularity changed on the customer side in the last year, since you're doing that since 2011?
Massively, it has changed. I have to say, it has changed massively how I see it in Ireland. In our shop, we have a direct shop as well. We sell directly as well, not only on our website and business to business. The understanding has changed a lot. The awareness is there. It is much deeper. People, and especially the new generation as well, or especially the new generation, they're more responsible. And when we started in 2011, the upcycling word wasn't really known. But now it's there. It's people are aware. People use it. People have to become more responsible, and they start. It's more there in the people's mindset, which is very important.
Yeah, absolutely. And I love that, right? I personally see circularity is really the next iteration of sustainability, right? It's a really vague word, in my opinion, because it really lives by the person or the who defines it. And I think it's a much better understanding what circularity really means, than it was 5 years ago. And 5 years from now, it will probably more developed in what it is. Speaking of the future, what do you think? What is like the biggest opportunity for circular products in the next couple of years?
Opportunity is it's a very complex question. I think new materials will come up. I would love to see more businesses, not only genuine businesses stepping up. More big corporates stepping up, standing behind, waving the flag and showing the importance, because things have to change. The linear model, it's of course it's not sustainable. So more we need to inspire more people. So that's why this conversation is important. More people need to understand the importance, the responsibility, and why it all helps to us together as a community to bring forward a change.
Yeah, it's a little bit about getting the customer still what circularity really means and why it is so important, right?
So the change will come. Of course, it's coming from it comes from the bottom, like independent companies, responsible companies. It also comes with new legislations from EU and everywhere, and we need to meet in the middle. It's very important for me. It's crucial for this is what I've been breathing every day since for the last 13, 14 years. It's an everyday passion, and I'm still positive that it can happen, and we still have a future.
Yes, I love that. I love the optimism. We're almost at the end of our time, so tell us, where can people connect with you, get in touch with you, and learn more about you personally, as well as all the cool things that Mamukko company has to offer?
Thank you, of course. So we have a few platforms. Of course, our website, Mamukko, mamukko.ie. That's our website. We have the products there, our offerings, and our history. We are also, of course, on Instagram, Mamukko, mamukko. We are on Facebook, Mamukko. And also my academic journey and all the my content that I share on LinkedIn under my name, Attila, Attila Magyar. I'm really excited to meet people who are in the sector, so that we can share ideas, probably collaborate for companies, corporate businesses who have ideas. We have materials that can be reused. I'm very excited to connect, and I thank you for the opportunity and for your work that what you put into all this to promote for many more people to hear about this and to understand and to to walk the way.
Yeah, you have to walk the talk, right? Like, thank you so much, Attila, for coming on today. Really appreciate it.
My pleasure.
I hope we can educate more people about circularity, not only sustainability. Thanks again for coming on the podcast today. I'm Malte, your Sustainable Toy Podcast, and I will see you on the next episode.